Okay, so for numbers 11 through 16, we're going to use the following data set. We are to create a frequency distribution. Now, you might need to go back and reference your notes on how we did this. Of course, I'm going to go through an explanation right now. In the quiz, it was a little bit easier because the intervals were provided to you. But the first thing that we want to do is figure out what our class width would be. Class width, we're going to find from taking our range and dividing by the number of classes. And remember, we round up to the next convenient number. Okay, so our class width, my range, my maximum here in our data set is 42. And our minimum is 21, I think. Let's see, and then their classes, we have 5. Okay, so when we do our division here, we have 42 minus 21 divided by 5, we get 4.2. So again, we round up to the next convenient number, which would be 5. So now we take our class width and we add it going down, not across. So going down, we get 25, 30, 35, 40. That completes all of our lower limits. Now to find our upper limits. If this class starts at 25, this class had to end at 24. Now I can add the class width going down. 24 plus 5 is 29. 29 plus 5 is 34. 34 plus 5 is 39. 39 plus 5 is 44. Okay. Now to find our midpoints. The first midpoint would be 20 plus 24 divided by 2. We got 22. The next one we could do 25 plus 29 and divide by 2 and get 27. Or it's easier, quicker, just to add the class width going down. 27 plus 5 is 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. 37 plus 5 is 42. Okay, next you're going to go through and you're going to create a tally. 31 belongs in class 3. 31 belongs in class 3. 40 belongs in class 5. 26 belongs in class 2. 42 belongs in class 5. 27 fits in interval 2. 25 also interval 2. 41 is in 5. 27 is in 2. 29 is also in 2. 25 also in 2. 26 in 2. Then we have two 31s. 30. 26. 21. 28. 25. 22. 29. 25. 42, 40, and 23. Okay, now notice this one has 0. That's fine. Our frequency is 0. We can't skip any numbers. That's the way our intervals fell. So we have 3, 12, 5, 0, and 5. Okay, our relative frequency, remember, is that class's frequency divided by n. Okay, we have n here is 25. We have a sample from 25 days. Okay, so our first relative frequency comes from 3 divided by 25, and we got 0.12. For the next class, we do 12 divided by 25. 5 divided by 25. 0 divided by 25. 5 divided by 25 for the last one. Okay, cumulative frequency. That class's frequency plus any previous frequencies. There aren't any previous frequencies for 3. Now we're going to accumulate our frequencies. So we're going to add on. 3 plus 12 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 0 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. Couple checks. The sum of your frequency column should equal n 25, which in our case does. 3 plus 12 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20, plus another 5 is 25. The sum of your relative frequency column should equal 1, or approximately 1. And then your last cumulative frequency should equal n, the sample size, and it does. Okay, so now for number 12, we're going to use our table here and create a frequency polygon. So we have insurance claims as our title. This will be frequency. Then our frequency goes up to 12. I don't have a whole lot of space, and we're just going to go up by 2s. Okay, down here I'm going to use my lower limits. So this would be 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, go one more, but we don't need to label it. Because 0 to 20 is not going by 5s like the rest of our scale is. We need a break in here, little zigzag. And these numbers here represent the number of claims. And it's actually per day. You could actually write claims per day. You don't need the number of claims there. Okay, so the polygon is we look at the frequency for that class and we just put a dot at the height of it. For an interval that starts at 25, our frequency is 12. So we put a dot up at 12. At 30, we were at 5. 35, 0. And then 40, back up to 5. Now we have our extra interval here, or that extra mark, because we're actually going to close it off. And then we connect our dots with segments. There we go. There's our frequency polygon. Okay, next, 13, we want a relative frequency, and this time it's a histogram. Okay, so our title here is going to be the same. We're going to have insurance claims. This time, our vertical scale is going to be relative frequency. Our greatest relative frequency goes up to 0.5, or about 0.5, 0.48. Down here again, I'm going to go 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, one extra mark. I'm going to label my scale claims per day. I need my break here. So now all the outside details are taken care of. Now we draw bars up to the height of our frequencies, relative frequencies. The first relative frequency is 0.12. The second class, the 25 to 29, goes up to 0.48. From 30 to 34, we were at 0.2, then 0, then back up to 0.2.